Good morning. Get out and vote.
That's right.
Do your civic duty. That way you have a right to complain. No. That always irritated me when people would complain. Like, well, I can't believe that this person's doing, whatever, this elected official is doing this and that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't vote.
Yep. Did you vote?
It's like,
no, I haven't voted in years.
Yeah. Then shut up. Sorry. Good morning.
Falls into the category of things my granddad used to say at the table.
Good morning, Perrin.
Yeah. Hey there.
So I have to say thank you to Bill.
For?
He is my hero today.
Oh.
I evidently fell asleep last night, did not set my alarm. I was sleeping so good. I mean, drool running out of the mouth and everything. 5:36, my phone rings. I do one of those, oh my gosh, it's 5:36, it's Bill, I'm late. He called me to wake me up because I told him if I'm not here by around 5:30, call me for some reason, and I've never been late yet.
Since day one, what, March 15th?
March 15th of 2021.
We've been doing a morning show together here in Nags Head. And not once.
I've never been late.
Never. She always said, though, now if it gets past
5:30,
you might want to give me a ring.
So 5:36.
Haven't heard for
5:36, he calls me.
I gave her an extra 5 minutes. Because you know why? I thought, you know what? There's this lunar eclipse happening. She may have stopped to take a picture so I could see
I did see it, though, but I didn't take a picture.
Yeah. But I didn't hear from her. So I called her, and she's like, hello? Bill? Yeah? What's up? I said, where are you? She goes, oh, take my alarm off. I'm throwing some clothes on. I'll be right there.
Running up the door.
Oh, no. I'm picturing her coming in looking like she's been awake for 3 days. I was like, take your time. It's okay.
I luckily I took a shower last night, so I just kind of pulled my, well, it didn't work. It doesn't look like it now because I put headphones off and on, and I don't have any makeup on or anything. But I picked my clothes out last night. I had my cup, which I put away already, like ready. I had the water in the little Keurig thingy for my tea and everything. Everything was like planned in my head the night before. I even, hold on.
What you got?
All right, so my headphones that I use, these right here.
Yes.
They require a battery. My battery died yesterday. I grabbed batteries.
She was prepared.
Those. I even brought these so I could look at the eclipse. And I brought my camera, but that's in the car. So I could actually take a picture of the eclipse because I thought, if I woke up at 4:10, I'd be able to like stop and take a picture.
See, I thought that's what she was doing. Anyway, sooner or later, you have a day like that. Something didn't go right. The alarm didn't go off. You didn't set it. Whatever.
But I will tell you this: that extra hour and a half of sleep was awesome. Awesome.
That's cool.
Oh, it was. I didn't realize how
good it was.
I'm just wow.
Well, cool. Well,
I direct messaged you. She direct messaged us. Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. See what Perrin just sent us.
It's probably her singing Delta Dawn.
No, maybe she got a picture of the eclipse.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that could be it.
We will find out momentarily. I'm going.
Reference to
I'm going.
There, Perrin is. We're still looking for that version.
Total. Oh yes.
Yeah, we're gonna find it for you.
Oh, she did. Oh, she did take a picture. Oh, very cool.
Let's see.
All right, hold on. I gotta download them. Hold on. Very cool. Perrin got pictures. I like pictures. All right, now how do I get out of that one and go to the next one?
So we had the lunar eclipse on really cool. A blood moon or harvest moon or
whatever that thing is. It makes it look orangey red.
Yeah, so you already had that going for it. And then we had, let's see, Powerball. You guys heard about this one yet? Powerball lottery. They did not pick numbers last night. There was a glitch in the protocol, which makes everything stop before they draw a number. One of the states, the state lotteries, had not met the qualifications for them to advance forward. This is like a NASA thing. Remember the space shuttle? We have a checklist.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Do we have fuel in the rockets? Check. That's a big one.
See, I need a checklist to set
So,
your alarm.
As
Check.
as of 11 last night, they decided not to do it till they had everything, all their ducks in a row. It'll be sometime this morning. Kid you not.
I don't know if that's
happened.
ever happened before.
Not that I know of.
Not that I know
the
of either.
largest jackpot in Powerball history, and we
Uh-huh.
have a glitch on election day.
Yeah.
So the joke
the full
was this is
moon.
the first machine to malfunction,
Oh,
which is just a joke, by the way.
it's kind of funny though. All right, hold on here. I'm deleting.
You never know. Also, I mentioned it. It is election day. Get out the vote. If you haven't voted yet, hey,
Uh-huh.
get out and vote today. There is a big ballot. I mean, I know it's just a statewide ballot here, but it's an off-term election, which kind of turns people off just a little bit on their, I guess, feeling the need to go vote.
Yeah, you
there's
think just
some
I'm
big
only gonna vote, I'm
offices.
gonna only vote when the president's run.
There
No.
is a United States Senate seat up for grabs within our district.
I can actually
It's a big vote.
share. Hold on here.
There are state Senate seats. There's everything from school board to judgeships,
There are.
register of deeds. There's all kinds of them going on.
Find my folder.
If you can get a sample ballot before you go, this is going to be a rather long ballot.
Yeah, I
some
actually
counties,
looked at
You might
mine.
want to look at it. Yeah. So
But let me hold on here. Files. Right here. Okay, here's my sample ballot.
yeah.
And in the meantime, this is one picture she took.
Oh, let's take a look.
That was kind of cool. She took it with her phone. Are you not seeing it?
Nope.
Let's look at the other computer.
Oh wow.
But this
Very
one's
cool.
this one's the
There
cool
it
one.
is. Okay.
This one is the cool one. Ready?
Oh, I like.
Isn't that cool?
Aaron, you're good.
That's pretty good. That's what it looked like this morning when I saw it.
That is so cool. Looking good. You were up early too, huh?
All right. There are U.S. Senate, U.S. House of Representatives, District 3,
Mhm.
North Carolina Supreme Court Associate Justice, Seat 3. Oh, it just jumped on me. What the heck? Where'd it go? Yeah, North Carolina Supreme Court Associate Justice, Seat 3, Seat 5. There's also North Carolina Court of Appeals Judge, Seat 8, Seat 9, Seat 10, and Seat 11. There's North Carolina State Senate District 1, which I'm not exactly sure what District 1 is. Oh, then she went back to bed. There's also NC House of Representatives District 1.
Right.
There's also, hold on, NC Superior Court Judge District 1, Seat 1. NC District Court Judge District 1, Seat 1, Seat 2, Seat 3. There's also a District Attorney District 1. As I said, I don't know what District 1. And then there's county offices, of course, throughout different counties have different things up there.
All right. So if you could get a hold of a sample ballot, do it. Read over it before you go vote.
If you go to, hold on here.
She's got the link.
I do. Well, just go to North Carolina State Board of Elections, which is ncsbe.gov. And you can scroll down and you can search for your voter status or whatever. And then they'll ask you to put your name in and what county you live in. And it'll search, it'll find you. And then you can scroll down and it'll give you the opportunity to look at your sample ballot.
Make a plan.
There's
Don't just wing
There's
it.
some things that are going unopposed, like literally just one.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, there's quite a few places that she woke up early and then went back to bed.
Took her pictures and back to bed.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I pretty much was sound asleep then too. Oh, and I'd probably still be sleeping.
We also have a subtropical system. It's already given us some wind because it's a big system. It's down near Florida, like on the other side, just on the other side of the Bahamas now.
I'm waving hi to Michael.
Hey, Michael, what's going on? And it's going to probably hit right for Florida. They put some hurricane watches up just to be safe because it's questionable.
Was it Ian? Was the bad one that just went through there?
That sounds right.
Yeah, Hurricane Ian.
That was on the West Coast.
That
will
hit
be an East
Tampa
Coast.
and
And it's
Yep.
it's Looks like it's going to curve north and head maybe a little bit inland as it goes up the coast.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the coast curves
Mm-hmm.
towards the Outer Banks. North Carolina looks like it's going to get some rain somewhere, quite a bit later in the week. But we're going to get the wind here right off the bat. So we'll just have to keep you up to date and see what's going on and keep an eye on that one. Nicole, how about that?
Yeah, Jess, Nicole. By the way, according to research, which, you know, they actually spend money to do research on this. They're saying that this new poll found that this should be the last day that you feel kind of a little bit drowsy, groggy, whatever. They're saying by 7 p.m. tonight, you should be back to normal and whatever. And
From the time
from
change?
the whole time change. Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks a lot. I was planning to use that as an excuse all week.
Yeah, no, sorry. It says it says if you're still struggling tomorrow morning, you're weak. That's what it says.
You're weak.
2/3 of us
You're the
hope
weakest
that
link.
this is the last time we fall back. 66% of us think shifting the clocks back and forth should be abolished one way or another. 40% hope the bill passed in the Senate this year to take effect. That's how many people think daylight saving time should be permanent. Over half of us still have at least one old school clock we had to change manually this week, like the clock on your stove or your car.
Right.
Phones do it automatically, but 55% of us had to change at least one clock ourselves. I had to change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to change 7.
3.
I had to change 7.
Just 3 in our house.
7 for me.
Wow.
Did anybody ever change the clock that's in here?
Mm-hmm.
They did. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I even got it correct because for 6 months it was a couple of minutes off.
Right.
So do not calculate the old minutes.
Did you change the other clock too? It's in the.
The one that's hanging on the wall.
Yeah, well, there's one by Courtney's desk too.
Oh, that's not my department.
Oh, okay. See, that's the one I was talking about. That was the one I was talking about. But if it's fine.
That's not my job, Cindy. I don't know whose it is, but it's not mine. All right. Kenny Roggins. Your station for the killer hits, 102.5, The Shark, Kenny Loggins, and this is it. It is 8:13. Bill and Cindy with you on a Tuesday morning. It is election day and a whole lot more.
It's going to be a windy one. A coastal flood advisory in effect till tomorrow night at 7. 5 o'clock tomorrow morning is when a wind advisory expires, and a high surf advisory also in effect.
REO Speedwagon, and keep on loving you on The Shark.
Oops. I was just rambling on, not even paying attention. There was something missing. Let's see. Good morning, Foy.
What's going on, Foy?
Yeah, I think I have like the microwave.
Okay.
I have the stove. I have the toaster oven. That's 3 in the kitchen. Plus, I have another little clock that's in my kitchen. So there's 4 in my kitchen. There's 2 in my living room.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have to turn your head, this way. If you can look this way and see a clock,
the car,
and if you're looking this way, or if you're looking this way, you don't want to have to turn your head that way to look at a clock. So we have 2 clocks in our living room. I had to change those 2, and I had to change one that's hangs in our bedroom, and I had to change the one in my car.
I've got this clock radio. I know it sounds like an antique term. That I have in the bedroom that's got a really decent alarm on it. I've had it probably close to 15 or 20 years.
I should borrow it because evidently mine doesn't work very well.
Yeah, really. Well, as it's gotten older, it's had a couple of quirks. Now, it keeps the time. Don't get me wrong. But the way that this one was set up, you couldn't change the time on it unless you went to the back of the clock and flipped the switch down where it says set time. So you couldn't mistakenly change the time like when you were setting the alarm.
Right. I've done that.
Yeah. So I always loved that about that clock.
Mm-hmm,
It got to the point where that wasn't working because I would, here I am. It's like what, 9:30, and I'm setting my alarm for the next morning, and I wouldn't realize that I'd set it and changed the time an hour at the same time. So I thought, well, Bill, it might be time to get a new alarm clock. I head on over to my trusty phone, pull up the shopping app, and I'm looking around and like, hey, I like the look of this one. Man, these things have changed. They really look cool. And look,
Uh-huh.
it says it can do, wow,
It can do everything except change the oil in your car.
it's pretty close to it. So I ordered one, and it showed up, and I set it down there beside the old one, which was still plugged in and running. And this one came with a book. A book. And I'm looking at it, and I'm about 5 minutes in. I've turned this thing on, and
Wait a minute, you're a guy and you read the
I'm
directions?
telling you, this is how you turn into an old guy.
Oh, okay.
This, I don't know how it happens, but it happens in increments like this.
Okay.
You know, it's like suddenly, you're the guy looking at your phone going, excuse me, could you help me figure this out? You know? So after like 5 minutes of pushing buttons and stuff, it says, you can set alarm number 7. Who has 7 people in the same room? Who does that? Why is there a need? I mean, good grief. So you know what?
You didn't use it
It's still sitting there on the table with the book.
with
And
no
my old
alarm.
trusty alarm clock is still plugged in and running.
Michael wants to know how many watches I changed. 0. I don't wear a watch. The last time I wore a watch, I still have the watch. The battery died and I never got a battery to replace it. And that was probably 20 years ago.
It was
Yeah.
20 years ago today.
Exactly. It was Sergeant Pepper.
That's right.
I think it's exactly. No, I don't have a watch. I don't even have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit watch or any of that stuff.
You
I
still have a
just,
Swatch?
no, never had a Swatch. And the Jeff Dunham joke,
Yeah. Was that a Jeff? What is the?
there was
yeah,
a Jeff Dunham joke about that. Jeff Dunham, of
About the
course,
Swatch?
he's the ventriloquist.
right.
They were talking about the reason they call it, I think it was Jeff Dunham. Yeah, it's a Swatch. It comes from Switzerland, I
Yeah, okay.
believe.
Makes
So
sense.
that's why they named it a Swatch. And of course, they said, well, it's a good thing it wasn't made in Croatia. Parent has a
Gotta
Fitbit.
laugh. Gotta laugh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if they named it SW from the, yeah.
You got a Fitbit? Is that a watch?
Yeah, that's a little Fitbit. It counts your steps, tell you how
Okay.
many, yeah, all that stuff.
All right. It can also find your keys or tell you that your keys are still in the house or whatever.
I don't know if they do that
Does
or
it
not.
take a phone call? Is that?
I don't
is that-
know.
Is that like a
That's the
smartwatch?
Apple Watch.
Okay.
I know they have the Apple Watch.
So you know where I'm going with this. There's no way in insert word here that I can figure that out. I can't figure out my clock radio. I mean, what am I going to
No, Bill, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I guess it just tells you the steps that you. I guess it tells you the time and the steps, your amount of steps you take.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate the compliment.
And Bill, you probably could figure out a Fitbit because I think
It's just real easy.
it's just on
Okay.
your
It's like playing Pac-Man or something.
possibly maybe. I
Okay.
don't know.
Right.
But then again, I could be wrong. It could come with a
Right.
book like this thick.
Well, I am getting just a little worried about the getting older kind of thing and how the technology is going to like leapfrog me completely. I mean, I'm around technology all day.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But there's certain things, like when a new phone comes out, I'm like, okay, I used to be pretty good at this. Now, now I'm going, I'm that guy. How does that happen? Just saying.
What's the commercial?
For your parents?
Yeah, we're trying to to keep
Yeah. Don't become your
don't,
parents.
don't become your parents.
Don't do it.
Well, they didn't leave me a message. Okay, well, what is that? So how do I know when to call him back or if I'm supposed to call him? See, I can't leave my mom a message
Right.
because she can't she has a flip phone. She's 85 years old. She has a flip phone and she's starting to like lose it up here a little bit.
Yeah.
She can't figure out how to. Why are there 2 other bills? There's only 1 other bill now. She can't figure out how to listen to her voicemails. A lot of times she can't figure out how to call people on her phone. A lot of times she can't figure out how to answer her phone. And I'm not meaning to laugh.
No.
But she's like, I need to get just a plain simple phone. I'm like, Mom, you have a flip phone. You have the most
have a
plain
simple
simple phone. You open it up.
No.
You push send.
remember
brother
the
was
commercials?
texting me for some reason.
Remember
No.
the commercial for the Jitterbug phone?
No.
Okay, it was like the oversized, big numbered flip phone, easy to use.
Oh yeah. I do remember
Now
that.
they've come out with a one of those, the Jitterbug, that has a screen on it, so it's a smartphone, but it's supposed to be real easy to use too.
Yeah, my mom.
Wouldn't use it.
She won't fit. We bought her a smartphone, but she couldn't steps, stairs, cardio, and calories and sleep. See, there you go.
Gotcha.
Does it have a watch on it though, too, Aaron? I'm guessing it does. For some reason, my brother, yes. My brother's telling me how Coy Gibbs died, and I'm like, yeah, that's yesterday's news.
Oh,
Actually, that was Sunday's news, technically. It does have, okay, so it counts steps, stairs, cardio, calories, and sleep. And yes, it does have a watch. See, I don't know if I'd ever wear it.
yeah. I don't like wearing a watch. I never have.
My problem is, I feel like you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'll do this. Ready? We're going for a little ride. With this, doing this all day, if I had a watch on, it would bother me. And obviously, I'd put it on my left arm because the fact that I'm right-handed, but I just still feel like it would be in my way. I feel like it would bother me. Just me, just saying. All right, my big brother keeps texting me. Doesn't he know I'm working?
Well, you're a radio personality.
Call me when you get a chance.
He's
Okay.
probably figuring that you need to know this information about Coy.
Well, that's very true. That's
He's
very
trying to
true.
trying to help your workout.
He is. He's trying to help me, and I'm supposed to call him when I get a chance. Okay, I will. I will call him when I get a chance. That means it's not important.
Okay.
That means just call me when you get a chance.
It's not that big a deal.
Right. 135 years ago, Wyatt Earp's friend Doc Holliday died of TB or tuberculosis, whatever.
Wow.
Not TB. He was at a sanitarium in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. He was only 36 years old. Montana became the 41st state on this day in 1889.
Wow.
A Bavarian scientist, Wilhelm Roentgen, something.
That's exactly
Yep.
how you pronounce that.
He was conducting an electricity experiment when his machine overheated and started emitting rays.
So
After
what
a
did he
few
give us?
hours, he figured out what was going on.
He created the sun lamp.
He created the first X-ray.
The X-ray machine.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. All right. Today in music on the way, music birthdays. Hang on.
I have stuff to add.
Your station for the killer hits 102.5. The Shark, Tina Turner. We don't need another hero. It's Song from Thunderdome. Remember that movie, Thunderdome?
Yes, and I didn't really like it, and it's not
Yeah.
really my cup of tea, so I probably will never watch it again. Just saying.
How do you really feel about that?
Well, where should it? It all began as a
Very-
small child.
Hold on, let me set the timer. You got an hour. All right, 8:24. Bill and Cindy with you this morning. What is going on?
It's time for this day in music history.
All right.
It's brought to you by your forever realtor, Christy Bryant. Looking to buy or sell a home? Christy Bryant is ready to talk to you. Give her a call at 252-217-5771. Tell her Christy with an I, Bryant.kw.com. was told, just tell her I sent you and say it that way.
All right. 2008, AC/DC started a 2-week run at number 1 on the album chart with Black Ice, the band's 15th studio album and the second best-selling album of the entire year, 2008. Black Ice went to number 1 in 29 different countries, including Australia, Canada, the UK, and the US.
I wonder if it had that train song that was on there. But anyway.
Have to look and see. Michael Jackson, 1995, and the Sony Corporation of America joined forces to create the world's 3rd largest music publishing company with more than 100,000
Wow.
titles. Jackson's ATV music catalog, which is included along with all of the Beatles' classic songs. Remember, he bought those?
Right. He did.
Okay. was estimated to be worth $300 million at the time.
Ouch. Wow. That's insane. 1983, number one Billboard pop hit, Lionel Richie's All Night Long. All night. He would later sing that song at the closing ceremonies of the 1984 Olympic Games in LA. In 1980, Bruce Springsteen started a 4-week run at number one in the U.S. album chart with The River, which was his first U.S. number one album. David Bowie made his U.S. TV debut performing Fame on the Cher CBS TV show in 1975. Also in 1975, Elton John was named Godfather to John and Yoko Lennon's son, Sean.
Oh, that's cool.
Another couple little things I need to add. This day in 1957, Elvis Presley's movie Jailhouse Rock was released. And also in 1968, Cynthia Lennon was granted a divorce from her husband of 6 years, John Lennon.
Splitsville.
He was not in court. He was actually with Yoko
Uh-huh.
in a hospital where they feared she might have suffered a miscarriage. And she did 2 weeks later on the 21st.
Oh, wow.
And then Led Zeppelin released their untitled fourth album, Led Zeppelin 4, with Stairway to Heaven, Black Dog, in 1971.
All right, music birthdays for you today. 2013. Let's see. I don't think it was 2013. It must have. Anyway, a
was one of
long
those.
time ago
Mhm.
in a galaxy far, far away, singer Patti Page was born on this date. She did With My Eyes Wide Open, I'm Dreamin', Tennessee Waltz. Born in Claremont, Oklahoma, she passed away in 2013. 1945, Don Murray, drummer with the Turtles. They did Happy Together.
Happy together.
Yeah, born in Glendale, California. He passed away in 1996. 1947, Minnie Riperton, best known or lesser known with her real name, Andrea Davis. She did pop, R&B, disco singer, songwriter. Did Lovin' You, born in Chicago. She passed away in 1979. And Bonnie Raitt, that's a 10-time Grammy Award-winning rock blues guitarist and singer and songwriter. She did Nick of Time, Something to Talk About.
Mhm.
She was born in Burbank, California. 1954, Ricky Lee Jones was born. She did that song that we played here on the Shark, of course, Chucky's in Love. She was born on this date as well. So, and one more for you. This 1961. It was Leif Garrett, Tiger Beat guy. Had was he on television? What was he in? He sang.
Yes.
He took good pictures.
He took really nice pictures.
And everybody had a poster of him in their bedroom.
Yes, we
He
did.
was born in 1961.
All right, let's do some Bojangles food giveaway. You can win some Bo food. Bo food? Is that a word? Bo
Here
food?
it is now.
It is now. All you have to do is text the word biscuit to 252-441-1025 to qualify to win that Bo food from 102.5.
B-I-S-C.
Bo food. I'm telling you, that extra hour and a half, man, it was awesome.
You got to
I
sleep
use the
in
mouse
every day.
Okay. See, I use the mouse with my right hand too, so I would put my watch on my left hand, but it would still, I feel like it would get in my way.
Gotcha.
Somehow it would bother me on something. I don't know. It would just bother me.
All right, guys,
I don't know
do
why.
not forget to vote
Yes.
or do not choose. It's your choice. But know that my opinion is you should vote. It's important. It really is. No matter which political party you align with, which belief system you have or whatever, there's not many countries in this world that have the right that we have.
No.
So use it or lose it. Remember that
Exactly.
phrase,
And
use it or
if
lose it.
if you don't use it, I don't want to hear you complain.
That's right.
Sorry. That
There
there was a couple people that I was just like, they fussed about it was back, a few years,
Yeah.
6 years ago or whatever. And they and this and that and ranting and raving and everything else. They never voted. It's like, so shut up. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
All right, you guys wear if you wear a hat, hold on to it today. Windbreaker might be in order if you're out for a while today because the wind is going to be burning.
It's going to be a little chilly too.
Yeah. So
Just a little.
we'll keep you up to date on that. And if you played the lottery, it might be a little while longer before we find out what those numbers are. How about that?
Perrin, I like your thought.
What's your
I
final
align
thought?
with no one or with none. I vote for who I think is going to do the best job.
Well, there you go.
That's
Good for you.
Good job.
Good for you.
Yep. So
You guys have a great one.
Well, the credits are rolling and vote. Have a wonderful windy day, everyone, as well, Karen. Same to you. Bye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.